I'm a Canadian rally driver, and I've spent 2 winters pushing this GR Corolla through snow deep enough to swallow an SUV. Toyota says this was forged in the gauntlet of the WRC, but is it actually the new winter GOAT? Or is the Subaru WRX still holding the crown? After 2 years, I've found one specific flaw and a few other small things that keep this car from being perfect. I'm Johnny. Let's see if what I like to call the spiritual successor to the Subaru GC8 can handle the most unhinged parts of a Canadian winter.
Do you mind not getting naked while it's totally distracting. Or at least take it all off. Like just teasing.
I do get that a lot from the other guys. I should have known. It's pretty tempting for them.
Okay, here we go. If for some reason you've never heard of this car, here's the GRC in a nutshell. 300 horsepower, all-wheel drive turbo, 1.6 liter, 3-cylinder. Very unique machine. From the factory, very decently tuned suspension. It's decently comfortable for daily driving, but enough damping and great choice on spring rates so that when you go to the track, you're gonna have fun. My version of this car also has the front and rear Torsen limited slip differentials. That was a must for me. And as all versions, it has the electronically controlled center differential.
When you start the car, it starts 60% to the front, 40% to the rear, and does behave a little bit more like a front-wheel drive car. You can also switch this to 30% to the front and 70% to the rear, or drift mode as it's affectionately called. And it is definitely more fun if you just want to hang the back end out on wet days or on snow and ice, a lot easier at a little bit slower speed. I prefer hitting the track button, 50-50. I like this on the track, I like it for daily driving, and I like it on snow and ice and in rally style driving. Especially because in rally style, I'm usually trying to go for something that's faster. It's a faster way around the corner. I might be using angle or oversteering the car to set up for the next straight, but really it's all about trying to get the most speed out of it. So I like 50-50. This is where I'm a little frustrated with the settings of this car because it still feels like it might be transferring power a little instead of being a true locked 50-50 distribution.
There is an aftermarket controller that I would like to try, and one of the things that I'm told that Toyota did really interesting in this, whereas some of the later Subaru STIs didn't, they have a different computer than the car's computer controlling the center diff, so you can easily replace that computer, and you might see me doing that eventually. Okay, so how does it drive? Daily, it's fantastic. Some complain about the interior not being as nice as some other cars in its price range, and that may be true. But none of those cars have the exhilarating experience of driving in winter on snow and ice like this car. And driving experience is everything to me. If I wanted a leather couch, I'll put one in my living room. I don't want to drive it down the highway, not yet at least. Now, granted, the stereo in my model is very subpar, especially if you know what I do for a living. But everything else in the car is modern, works as it should, no complaints. At the track in the summer, now, it's a lot of fun. However, daily in winter, this is where, to me, the GRC really shines. It's fun, it's planted, it feels safe, it's quick, it's consistent in the corners when sliding, and in rallycross, it is a ton of fun. The alignment specs I run, I changed a little for rallycross, 0 to all round, -1 camber in the front. For a neutral car that does want to turn in and rotate, but I can still understeer into some positions if I wanted to. I will say this though, the fact that I can't 100% eliminate the ABS. Now this is pushing the button and holding it until the word expert comes off. Made it a little frustrating in the snow and the ice. The turn-in was not happening, and as more slippery as it got, it felt like the less control I had when left foot braking to tuck the nose of the car in and rotate the car. Now that could be true in a lot of cars, but a Subaru GC8 will turn in almost instantly, especially with an open front diff. So that makes this car much more difficult to drive with rally techniques, just effective rotation under left foot braking. Now, I haven't tried pulling the fuse yet, but if we get any more snow this season for us, sadly it's been a really short winter season. If we get any more, we'll try that and maybe we'll make a short video updating this. But now in competition at Rallycross, here at the CSCC Rallycross first event of 2026, the 4-race Ice Cup Series takes place on a frozen lake as long as the ice lasts. The car's differentials do a great job putting power down. it really does make the car launch forward quicker. Sadly, for me, competitively, my studs were 2 years old and worn down to nubs lower than the tread blocks. So I couldn't tell how it would compete against some of the faster drivers that I normally compete with when we're on gravel with this car on ice. The fastest teams use the best prep studs and don't drive them on the street. So although in rallycross where we are, we have to run a street legal stud, mine were essentially just winter tires. Still, the car was nimble, the diffs found traction, and it was a lot of fun. The suspension was too stiff for this, which isn't really an upset on the car type of thing, because this is a very extreme style of racing and driving. This is where I would want to swap the suspension out for something far softer, a softer spring, and probably a damper that can do more of the work so I can adjust it, how soft my compression and even rebound is from the damper itself. So the car did want to understeer, possibly due to the front diff, and left foot braking to rotate was tough, as I'd mentioned, because of the ABS coming in. Even with all the nannies turned off, I could feel it creeping in. This would have been immensely better if I had a fresh set of studded tires that were only ever driven on the lake, the same as all the other competitors that were running. I think the turn-in would have been better because there would have been a little bit more traction, it would have freed up the front diff a little, and it would have allowed me to rotate the front of the nose in easier and just had less understeer. Again, without the ABS coming in, that would help a lot as well. So I do feel that this car could be extremely competitive, even in those situations with some small, inexpensive modifications. All in all, it's a fantastic car all around. I can even put my family in it with 2 small children, and daily driving it is decently comfortable even when we're full loading, using it as a secondary family vehicle. I even got to drive my friends at the last rallycross where I was racing my Subaru GC8 Impreza WRX STI Type RA at rallycross, and I drove my friend's GRC after, and it was a 2023 model. In fun runs I drove it, and it was fantastic on the dirt. Even just with pressing and holding until the word expert disappears, and on just winter tires that he had, it was incredibly nimble. The diffs were grabbing so hard, I couldn't believe how much traction it was finding coming out of corners. I was running it in 50-50, which would feel more like my rally car. And it was impressive, like extremely impressive, and made me want to turn yet another one of my cars into a gravel queen, but we'll see. So the truth is, this is a great machine. It's a ton of fun, and the only modern car that gives me that fun, peppy, nimble experience similar to a turboed GC8 Subaru or early Mitsubishi Evolution. I've loved racing and driving Subaru GC8 STIs. The first rally car I built from the ground up with my team was GC8. And one of my favorite to-date rallycross cars was a JDM Subaru Impreza WRX STI Type RA. And more on this soon. Mostly, we're just really excited to see Toyota making fun cars for enthusiasts again that want to race, rally, auto slalom, rallycross, drift, and enjoy a more performance driving experience, even from a daily driver. If I didn't spend all my time, energy, and budget on my rally car, I would love to prep this car for rallycross properly, and I think it would be very competitive with limited prep. And I think it would be very competitive as a rally car as well. Speaking of rallycross, our series here is a 16-event series. I think I'm going to be splitting my time between 2 cars, and I'm going to talk about how to prep them and how to drive them in our rallycross series that we'll be starting up. Make sure you like and subscribe if you want to have more information about that, and the little bell thing that notifies you. If you haven't seen some of our other videos, check it out for rally racing stories and content, and we'll have a lot of that continuing through 2026 as well. And we will see you next time on VexWorks.